Hello everyone, my name is Darkmoon Doll, and every Thursday I host this show called Spirituality Talk. Spirituality Talk is a show where I like to discuss whatever spiritual matters I feel I think that should be put out there to the world. A lot of the times I will share my personal experiences of, I don't know if you'd say spiritual transformation, but that could be a word or a way to describe it. Instances in my life that have so profoundly, rocked my world that it's changed me for the better. So anyway, today I want to talk to you about body image. As a little girl as growing up, I noticed that the ideal body image was tall, skinny, that's it, tall and skinny, and that's what was promoted mainly in, say, fashion magazines. I was really into fashion as a young child, as a little girl. I was more into fashion because I liked it from an artistic point of view, where you can mix patterns and designs and things like that with clothing, and you can wear clothing to express yourself. But when I looked into the mainstream magazines, Vogue and Elle and things like that, all the women were really unrealistically, well, not unrealistically, I'm not going to say that about anybody's body, but I just didn't see any representations of me. When I was a child, I wasn't an overweight child, I was a skinny child, but it just kind of seemed like those images were, abnormally malnourished looking, the women in there. So, not really a role model to go by. And as I was growing up, I can remember my mom being on diets all the time, having Dexatrim pills, those pills. I don't know if they still sell those. And she had these like chocolates. There were weight loss chocolates. I don't remember what they're called. Yeah, she had issues with weight as well. And I'd look at how she was struggling and trying new things. And at one point in my life, I remember her telling me, "We'll put these pants for you," because I was really into ice wash jeans back in the 80s. And "we'll put these ice wash jeans on layaway." But they were like, my God, they're like 3 sizes smaller than what I was. So if I lost all the weight, then I would get these skinny jeans, as a reward. So I worked, we get up in the morning, do this 20-minute workout, and just like work it like 5 days a week. And I lost all the weight, and I got into those jeans. But what it made me feel like is that it was like I was being punished for being overweight. I mean, I needed some sort of incentive to lose the weight. Now, when the weight came on, it was due to unhealthy things. Being in an unhealthy environment, a stressful environment, and prone to overeating. And I know there's a lot of people that have that problem, or maybe they don't see it as a problem. I see it as a problem. So anyway, after my preteen years passed, get into the teenage years, I became more active. I just started running a lot. And I ran not so that I could be skinny or anything like that. I ran because it made me feel good. It made my body feel good. I felt really energized. I had more energy during the day. So, yeah, that was really good for me. And then once I slowly but surely got more in shape, I started trying new things, Started like just going for walks instead of runs. Started incorporating cycling into it. Started incorporating weights into it. And I was doing all this stuff not because I was trying to look like a certain thing or a certain person. I was trying to do things that would be healthy for my body, so my body could move through this world strong and easily. So, once I got to my early adult age, in my early 20s, I began to really like get into running even more so, because I would get such a rush afterwards and feel really good, and it would encourage me to do things that are healthy, like for instance, like I wasn't a big soda drinker. I always liked juice or water, so I drank lots of juice, lots of water, um, and I found myself wanting to turn more towards vegetarian at that time in my 20s. And I was like, okay, how do I do it? So I pick up, the information's out there. Whenever you have a question, it's out there. So I found magazines, vegetarian magazines. I found some books and things like that. And I just educated myself on what it means to be a vegetarian. I'm not saying I'm a vegetarian now. I'm just saying that I did the research. I read everything. I incorporated more fruits and vegetables into my diet. There was a time in my late 20s when I decided to try out raw foods. So I did that for a long time, and it felt really good. It felt really like it was helping my body, making my body feel healthy. Then eventually I moved over into being fruitarian, and I did that for a whole year or more, almost 2 years. And I was unbelievably powerful. I felt like I didn't really need as much sleep. I didn't get pissed off as much, I I wanted to be outside even more so than I am now. It was just an amazing experience being having that fruitarian experience. It made me feel like this is how I'm supposed to live. This is what my body likes, because I have all different types of well, not all different types. I have acid reflux, and when it got really bad, way back when in my late 20s, I decided to do a drastic change to my diet. And I know that stress plays a part into how your body works and functions. So, yeah, it's an all-encompassing thing. It's what you eat, it's what you think, it's what you do during the day, it's your encounters with people and their energies that can throw you off balance and not really keep you focused on what's right for you and your body and what makes sense for you. So yeah, I went through the fruitarianism. I did that. The reason why I quit is because I bowed down to peer pressure. People are like, oh God, you're losing weight too fast. What's happening? Oh my God, and I started feeling like, am I losing weight too fast? But I feel good. So what's the problem? People just are afraid of what they don't understand. Where are you going to get your protein? Where are you going to get all that kind of stuff? So I feel like eventually I will transition into full-blown being a fruitarian, because for me it just makes the most sense. I've read all the books about it, or not all the books that are out there, but several books. I have Arnold Ehret's books. I have this other woman. Anyway, the information's out there if you're interested in that lifestyle. I liked it. I really enjoyed it a lot. I was really sensitive to what people had to say about my eating choices, and I decided to live. People were uncomfortable because I've got, people cooking around me, eating cooked foods, eating all kinds of that omnivorous lifestyle, which is okay, for them, but it just doesn't work for me and my body. So that's what I'm going towards slowly but surely. But, I'm coming at it from a healthy standpoint and not at I need to be this such and such number by the end of this date. I did that a long time ago, and that, for me, is not effective. For me, what's effective is just being in the moment, going outside with my meals, taking the time to chew my food and being in a non-stressful environment when I'm eating. I mean, Because like if you're eating and there's all this stuff going around and chaos, and when you're eating, you're swallowing that in. At least that's how I feel. So I've been practicing eating outdoors with Mother Nature. That way I can really key into, okay, I don't want any more, I'm done. Do I want this today? No. I can really feel my body and what it's telling me to do, what's healthy for me. So right now at this point, as far as body image goes, in my lifetime right now, in my lifetime, I just feel like I need to just go with what instinctually is right. Because we all know what's right for our body. And I don't think that we should all get sucked into Hollywood and commercials and these stars of how you think you should look size-wise. Whether you're thin, whether you're overweight, whether you're in between, I think that the most healthy approach to body image is loving where you're at right now. And when you're loving where you're at right now, then you can really key into your intuition, and that inner guide will tell you what you need to do in order to live a healthy life, and be able to walk through this world stronger. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope that it brought you some inspiration to realize that you can just enjoy yourself for where you're at right now. So takes the pressure off, and what it does is it helps you to really examine what's going on, what's really inside of you and who you really are. Alright, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for commenting, and I will see you next week. Peace.